Hey everybody. So today I want to talk to you about pets. It seems that there's a lot more people have pets these days than a number of years ago. Part of that was with the COVID epidemic. People were stuck at home and they were by themselves or with just immediate family members. So pets took on more of a role in people's lives. I know as a kid, we never had a pet dog or a cat. My grandparents did. My Bubi and Zaida, they had a little Pomeranian. They called him Toto. Some of my Yiddish that I learned was from my grandmother's declarations about this dog. The Hund antläuft, and the dog ran away. He seemed to always run away from the cottage whenever we were ready to go back to Toronto. Or dem verstunkene Hund, that stupid dog, she would refer to him, because he always picked fights with dogs that were much bigger than him. But as a kid, I don't remember people having so many dogs and cats as pets, but today it's certainly a lot more than it was. And this is expressed actually in South Korea. There was an article a study back in September 2024, not too long ago, where it pointed out dogs, this is from Newsweek, but I remember seeing it in the Wall Street Journal. It's going to quote, "Dog strollers are outselling baby prams in South Korea, a sign of the country's shrinking birth rate. Last year marked the first year that sales of dog strollers exceeded those of baby carriages on Gmarket, a leading South Korean online retailer, according to the Wall Street Journal." Yeah, you see the people pushing the dogs in those strollers. So in South Korea, they sold more strollers for dogs, for animals, than for human beings. And not too long ago, the Vice President, J.D. Vance, criticized Democrats by calling them childless cat ladies. So what's the Torah's take on pets? And is there a Torah perspective on it? Happens to be that I came across this was in Daf Yomi this week, today actually, Thursday, page 116, where it does make a reference. And the discussion is about Noah bringing all the animals onto the ark. And the Torah says that the animals that are brought with him should be itach, with you. And the Gemara has a discussion, what exactly does the connotation, the meaning, the Talmudic kind of underlying meaning behind the idea of itach, that it should be with you, because they're trying to make the point that just as Noah was healthy and Noah and his family could reproduce, those are the types of animals that had to accompany him on the ark. They didn't want old animals, infirm animals. We needed healthy ones because we had to start the world again. But the discussion in the Gemara says, well, wait a sec, maybe itach does not mean that. What we call havamina, like a question, an assumption. Maybe itach, with you, means that they should just be with you as companions. Because let's face it, Noah, who did he have? He had him, his wife, his children, and their wives, and that was it. And so the ark was kind of a lonely place. And so the Talmud floats the idea that itach, with you, means simply for companionship. And so we see that here, thousands of years ago, the Torah recognized that the purpose of dogs or cats or animals are for not just sacrifices or eating or working, but simply for companionship. And so yes, Judaism recognizes, Jewish tradition recognizes that animals have an important role to play in people's lives regarding companionship. Simple as that. And then we know a lot of times people, as they become empty nesters, let's say their kids are no longer around, or a person who might not have so much family. I have a brother, the picture on this video. He lives in a relatively rural area. And yes, he has a lot of dogs and animals and such. Companionship. The Torah recognizes the legitimacy of that animals play a very, very important role, oftentimes at certain points in people's lives, or in their lives, wherever the case may be, of providing companionship. And so there you have it. The Torah recognizes that. I know this isn't rocket science, but at the same time, we had a tradition from thousands of years ago based on this side point in the Talmud, recognizing the importance of companionship of animals. Have a good Shabbos, and yes, we miss Toto the dog.